All right, everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Lot Life here in the Randall Ford Studios. I am here with my casual Friday on a Monday host, Andrew.
What's up, guys?
Taking it mighty easy today on the formal tip.
I mean, last week you said that sometimes we work and sometimes we have fun, and most of the time I have fun. And
I said sometimes we work and sometimes you do, and then I retracted that statement and said sometimes people work, and then there's Andrew.
There's me, and that's what we're doing today.
So you're out having a fun day today? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff done. So that's what I'm doing today.
So you are repping the Lot Life.
Yep.
Here. I don't care about that.
Yeah. I do. So right here, I'm going to tell you on both of these. So I am repping Lot Life, of course, because it is Lot Life podcast, but also Auto Accessories, which is I will sponsor them on this one because they are helping me out today.
Okay. Well, good for you. So. Good for that. So, and we appreciate. Is the hat also a medium? Or just the shirt?
Just the shirt.
Okay. All right, just checking. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We decided to go through, since the title is Lot Life.
Yeah.
Sometimes we discuss stuff that's a little more fun. We veer sometimes away from the car business here at Randall Ford, but sometimes we decide maybe we need to get back to a little more car stuff. So today we've actually decided to do something that could be beneficial and deemed as car things.
Yeah, car things and what I guess you would say, basically just car things.
Informative.
Yeah, informative
stuff. We want to be able to do that. So, and I think we actually are supposed to kind of give this in outline form where remember to subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Click the link.
Yeah, guys.
All the stuff that Andrew's supposed to tell you to do that he doesn't.
No, I completely forgot. But if you want to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the link is above. If you're on YouTube, then all you have to do is click the link down. It says subscribe.
Yes.
But if you're on Facebook, it's on top. If you want to just go ahead and click on it, we're trying to get to 40 subscribers now. Since we're at 30, we're actually at 31.
Yeah, 31, 32 now, I think.
If you don't mind just going ahead and subscribe it on there, just comment on there. And if you have any feedback on what we're going to say today, we're going to go over a couple different things, like Chris was saying.
Andrew actually went through, and what we're going to be doing today is talking about some things that
So I go on there. If you go ask Google a question, say I typed in do car dealerships, and I put R because if you just ask it car dealerships, then it just says a bunch of different stuff, and it's all basically the same stuff. But it gave me a list of questions of what people Google the most. So we're gonna go ahead and answer those questions. I'll say them off, and then Chris, you can answer them, or vice versa, however you want to do that. But another thing is also the stuff that Ford's doing now. We're gonna go over that, what Ford's doing now, and what we have to do as a dealership to get what Ford wants us to do, and that's obviously going to be on Broncos, because you just mentioned that in the sales tower just to me for a second. But we'll go over the list of what people do, or people that ask the most Google questions, and we'll just go over that so we can give those answers.
So the Google list of what people ask about car dealerships is what we're doing in a condensed version. We're only a 4-hour show. You got to get it spit out a little bit quicker.
But I'll go ahead and ask the first question, and this is, do car dealerships rent cars?
That is a good question. We do get asked that quite a bit. We don't actually rent cars to the general public like an Enterprise, a Hertz, something like that. We do have cars, if you come in, they're considered loaners for a customer that we can loan out to people while we're doing service on their cars. But no, you can't just come in and rent a car from this dealership.
Yeah. All right, the next question. Do car dealerships run your license while you're here?
We do not run your license. We do not have that capability. As much as people think that we are the superpower that can do all kinds of things and ruin credit, we do not do that. We do not have anything like that capability.
I got a little stumped on this question when I did it, but now do car dealerships register your car?
This is a list of no's so far.
Yeah, it is.
No, we do not register your car. Here in Arkansas, you go down to the DMV. That's where the car registration actually takes place. But we do provide you with all of the information you need to do that.
Okay, now another question. Does car dealerships replace windshields?
We can replace your windshield, so we do have a yes answer. So yes, we have vendors that do that. Here we don't have that on site, but we will be glad to set that up for you and get your windshield replaced. We go through a lot of those on. I love the new Broncos that we have, but they are a throwback to the old school where that windshield's a little more up and down. I have replaced 3 windshields for my wife.
So
Rocks love flat windshields.
and you do. So we don't do it like Chris was saying. We don't do windshields here, but I mean I know there's a lot of people out there, including mine, that windshields need to be done. So
Yes.
if you do want your windshield done, we can do that here. This is a big one. This is if you're buying a car. Do dealerships require a down payment? Do they require a down payment?
Each case is different, but in most cases, we can get a car done without having to have a down payment. Now, down payment does help, especially in special credit situations where a down payment will show a little more commitment by a buyer, and it might improve the rate that you get, or it might improve your chance to get a deal if there wasn't a deal there. So a down payment can help in that case, but in most cases you can purchase a car without a down payment.
So what you're saying is it's not required for a down payment, but it's probably a good idea to put money down.
It is not required. It is a case-by-case situation, however.
Yeah, because I mean, if you put money down as well, I mean, it's just lowering your payment as well.
Correct.
So. All right. Now, does a dealership require proof of income?
Again, this is a case-by-case situation, and depending on your credit history, that could require or could determine whether or not proof of income is required, but it's not something that is necessarily a stipulation for every car deal.
Correct. All right. Now, another one kind of with, I don't know why people searching this stuff, but
I'm looking at your notes.
Do
here.
dealerships run background checks?
Oh, okay, because this is your handwriting, and I was going to say no to both. We do not run background checks or background checks.
I got you.
I was like, we don't have any little chickens around.
Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah. I don't know who's searching that up. They don't want you to run your license nor do background checks. They're a little scared about
we
that.
don't. Again, we are not the super all-powerful thing that can run background checks here. We do not have that capability, nor do we care. If you want to buy a car, we don't care where you came from.
And here's another one, and then the last one. Another one, I don't know why people searching, but do car dealerships a drug test? They must think that we're high with all these prices is what it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, there have been cases where they'll sit out, if you want to know, is that an ibuprofen? Is that an Advil? Is that an Aleve? A, B, or C? If you had a high temperature, which one of the following would you take for high temperature? So, but no, we don't typically run tests on drugs to figure out which kind they are.
I don't know why people searching this stuff on Google.
Again, these are not hard questions.
No, this is all what people search the most on. What do car
Do car dealerships require
yes, correct.
high school degree to get on a podcast talking about
they don't.
college?
I can tell you that right now. But I do have a high school degree. Anyways, do car dealerships take cash? I'm going to say all three of these together because they kind of all go together. So, do car dealerships take cash, take debit card, credit cards, personal checks, and cashier's checks?
We will gladly accept all forms of payments.
I mean, they only ask those, but we take Venmo, PayPal, like any way that we can get the money, we'll take it.
Livestock?
No,
It's a tough one. So, but don't bring your cow in.
livestock. Oh, yeah.
But we will take several forms of trades or cash.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that one time. You know, just sitting there and they're like, "Can I trade my horse for this?" I'm like, well, maybe. I don't know. That's my manager.
It's hard to get a horse buy bid. A little bit tougher than for a four-wheeler or a motorcycle. But if you do have a horse that you want to trade, I bet we can find a way.
I'm sure we could.
Where's the VIN located on a horse? Do they have one?
I think on their leg. Maybe the leg. Yeah. Well, usually on their tail end where they,
the brand.
The brand. Yeah.
You know what? Have you got your Randall Ford brand yet?
No, I don't.
Works on Yellowstone. I think maybe we can get you one.
The last question on here is now: do dealerships offer temporary insurance? And that was a
Dealerships do not provide
Correct.
insurance as well. Another one of the no's.
Yes.
Most people have insurance on another vehicle, or they can go and get insurance from several providers that we have in the area or national providers. But no, the dealership itself does not provide
Correct.
insurance.
But you also have to have full coverage insurance to take the vehicle
Correct.
as well. So
Correct.
if you already have it, then your insurance should swap over. Depending on what type of insurance you use, some of them's 3-day grace, some of them's 10-day grace to switch it over. I've even seen
But
up
again,
to 30
always
days.
check with your insurance provider
Correct.
to get the actual details
Yes.
on what type of
Yeah.
insurance they provide.
Yeah.
So, as you can see from this list, and again, there's maybe a little disconnect with the general public and what a car dealership actually does.
Yep.
Because some of these questions are a little out there and we kind of giggle about these, but these are questions that were actually asked to Google about car dealerships, which shows that there's some things out there where maybe the people don't understand how we work as a dealership. And here at Randall Ford, we try to do things a little bit differently anyway. So if you have questions about this stuff, feel free to come in. There is no stupid question unless Andrew asks it. So you can come in at any time. If you have a question, feel free just to give us a call or ask us what it might be. We'll be glad to help you. And the dealership is here to help you get a vehicle. And once you buy a vehicle, they are here to help you with the vehicle that you have. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
If it wasn't for you as the general public and car buying public,
Yep.
then we wouldn't have a job. So we're out to take care of you. That's what we want to do.
Or you can drop it in the comments and we'll try to answer it there too as well. So if you want to put it in the comment and write it down on the comments. Now if you feel like it's one of my questions that I would ask, I would call up here.
Yeah.
But other than that, just drop it on the comments and we'll answer them for you. The second thing that we're going to go over basically is what Ford's doing right now and what they're wanting to get out the most, and that is Broncos. Correct?
Yes, this month they put a big incentive on us for the big Broncos just because they finally started to catch up with production, and now we've got several on the lot. So Ford wants to continue to take over their Jeep killing mode and just knocking Jeeps off. We want little horses, we don't want little ducks around. So the big Broncos, we're selling a lot of them, and Ford wants us to continue to do that. So in order for us to do that, we're going to offer some special incentives to anybody that comes into Randall Ford and wants to buy a big Bronco. If you've been thinking about it, and I know that market has been kind of tight on those, so dealerships have been asking more. We're not doing that. We want to sell you a big Bronco. We want to make you a deal on a big Bronco. If you've waited a little bit because of price, you'd be surprised at what we can do for you. We would love for you to come in and just see what we can do.
And now the last thing that I want to sit here and talk about is what Randall Ford is doing.
Because if he stood and talked about it, he'd be out of frame.
Yeah, I would be out of frame if I stood and talked about it, but I wanted to say that Randall Ford is offering $200 referrals for anybody that you send us. So anybody that you send us, you're getting a $200
That is
check.
correct. We're doing that through the end of this month. We want to make May a big month. We've got, this last week's been a little crazy. The Friday and Saturday, we were just slammed. We want to continue that. That is the reason we're shooting this on Monday, because once again, we tried to shoot on Friday and Saturday. We were too busy to do so.
Yeah.
So you were lucky enough to see Andrew in his hat today
Yeah.
and his casual look. I am jealous because I am here in full dress apparel. I didn't get to go high casual on this. This is actually, I guess, this is Memorial Day week. So
Yeah, it is Memorial
we are
Day week.
leading into Memorial Day. We want to have a lot of traffic. We want to continue that.
Correct.
I don't remember what point I was whenever I started this as I rambled on. What were we talking about?
We were talking about $200 referrals.
Yes, $200 referral fee. So for the closing out this month, we are offering that. It's something we don't typically do. We are glad to pay somebody a
jealousy
$100
got
bird
you,
dog
didn't it?
fee. What?
The jealousy got you, didn't it? We were talking about
I
me
was
just
like,
man.
we're shorts to work. Sales guy's so lucky. So, but yes, $200 referrals. It's something that we don't do that often, but we want to do that. There's also a contest. If you get 2 or more referrals, then you get registered for $500.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
That was not mentioned. You didn't tell me about that.
If you get 2 referrals and you won the $500, that's a chance to win $900 right there. 2,
Yeah.
3, that's over $1,000 just for mentioning to somebody about buying a car.
And let me tell you, a lot of people's not going to do this, so your chance of winning $500, because you're going to be like, well, in a contest, I have to do this, I send people this. But the thing is, though, is that not a lot of people is going to send us referrals to do that. So you could be in a list of maybe 2, 3, or 4 people, and that chances are 25%, 50%, 75%.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and it's pretty simple too. If you just make a list, write the people's name down, their number, any way to contact them. Also, an email would work. If you send that in to whoever your salesperson was, they'll be glad to do that. If you want them to use a different name for somebody that referred them, then you're still on their list. So
Correct.
if you don't want them to know that you sold them out and sent them stuff, that person's texting them and calling them all day long, then we can work around that. You don't have to worry about that.
That is true. That is true. Another thing is next Monday, I believe we are going to be open from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So it's going to be a short day for
Yes,
the dealership.
it is a holiday. We will be open for you though, 10 to 5, shortened hours, but we typically have some people that are off on those days and want to come in and car shop that sometimes they can't get in the car shop other days, so that's their day off, so they'll come in and do that. So we are here for you, so you can come in on Memorial Day weekend, buy a car real quick.
I will not be here.
He will not be here. No.
I'm going to Lake that weekend, and Monday's typically my day off, like today. And I will not
But,
be here.
I'm not going to begrudge you on that because you are here on your day off to make sure that we put this podcast out here for our 3 fans. We want to get it out there.
30-something fans. Come on now. Don't shorten ourselves. 10 exit.
Just because they're subscribers doesn't mean they're fans.
Okay, that is true, because 90% of them's mine.
It means that we clicked. We asked them to do it enough times that they finally got tired, and so they were like,
Click it.
Yes. But we ain't proud. We will get it up to 50 subscribers doing that. Please subscribe.
But yeah, this is going to be basically the end of the video. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube, just like that we were talking about, click the link on the top, click the subscribe button at the bottom. We're going to give a little bit more information out on cars and car lots and car dealerships about things, because that's what the podcast is actually supposed to be about.
Maybe a little radio edit right here, although it's not a radio. Whenever you point down, maybe do it above the table.
Oh.
Nobody sees below the table.
So anyways, if you want to go ahead and subscribe on that part, but yes.
Please do.
Yes, please do. And that is all we're going to do for today, and we're good. Right? We're good. You have anything else to say, Chris?
No, I think I made fun of you enough, so we'll see you next time.
See ya.